As the advanced leader in technology for the GA, Galactic Alliance, we, the Orthalians, are tasked with assessing new applicants' technical knowledge level for inclusion in the Alliance. Applicants are given a score based on a percentage of technical achievement as compared to our own. No race has ever achieved a score over 50%, and the humans were no different. They scored quite well on industrious metrics and mathematics, but were hampered by their lack of exotic metallurgy and material sciences, due to Earth being a very young planet and lacking the gravity required to create some of the important exotic materials needed for faster-than-light tech and others. One area of technology they excelled at was shielding and weaponry. Apparently, they had been fighting each other for so long that they developed weapons that could destroy almost anything, and shields that could protect against almost anything, and had forced a peace stalemate. The standard test for technology level was for the planet to present their best minds. They would be tested on theory as well as practical subjects. One of the modules was hyperdrive FTL technology, which we already knew they didn't have due to the aforementioned inability to manufacture suitable materials caused by the lack of gravity. They did quite well in theory and did much better than expected in identifying the parts and purpose of most of the engine when tested. In the end, it was decided that if they were to join, they would need to be supplied the materials and experts to make this technology feasible for them. This was good news for the Orthalians, as they were the only race that could supply such materials and experts, and this would put them in a very good position in trade, as it had with the other races, basically allowing them to demand whatever they would want in return. They filed their report and informed the humans that they had received a score of 22%, and that the Alliance would deliberate their application over the next 6 of their months. They did not seem pleased at the low score, even though it was quite respectable among the other member races. They asked how long until they could retest to challenge the results. We informed them that all retests would have to be made on Kexeldan, the Orthalian homeworld, and with their current spaceflight capability, the journey would take over 23 years. They appeared to resign themselves to the process and their low score. It was less than 2 of their months later when we received communication that they wished to retest. We again reiterated that all retests would have to be performed on Kexeldan. They confirmed they understood. Moments later, a ship appeared in low orbit, carrying a delegation from the human homeworld. At first, we were shocked, and assumed that another race had sold a ship or passage to the humans. But this ship was unlike anything we had seen before. With permission, they landed, and we held several meetings with the delegation. From that, we discerned that they had indeed built this ship in the intervening time since we last met, and it was not only FTL capable, but was faster than even our current tech by an order of magnitude. Baffled by this development, we asked where they sourced the materials for this craft since they lacked the ability to make them. Turns out they did make them, by producing them in the center of their own sun. They built a factory for inside of their sun. Apparently, they built a mobile factory, slapped enough shielding to make it survivable, just to craft the elements they needed for the drive, and flew it into their sun. They had also, in the few hours they had spent with our schematics, figured out enough for them to not only understand how to build it, but using their weapons and shield tech to improve it, basically turning the ship into an FTL gun that shot itself across the galaxy almost instantaneously. Well, that was almost 200 years ago, and that brings us to today. After a long wait, we received our technology score in our bid to join the UTA, United Terran Alliance. We managed a respectable 13%. Now we wait for their decision.